Hello, my art babies. So I'm going to make this art video for you. I'm going to do my best to make one every week to help those of you who are still struggling and are unsure of how to navigate through our art history bell work. So first, let's take a look at this screen. It's a little bit different than before. The difference is that it's cleaner. It's more aesthetically pleasing. It lines up, and it's very clear as to what's due and when. So for our bell work this week, this is going to be due on April 26th. And of course, you have until midnight to get it turned in. Moving forward, speaking with Mr. Guthrie, he doesn't want anything due on the weekend, so I'm actually going to push it forward one more day and have things due on Monday. This video has already been made, but I will go ahead and extend the due date in Canvas. So we have our due date, now Monday. The title of this painting is The Dance Class. For this, your directions will be to use the form attached, and you're going to, oh, look at that, there's a spelling error in there, the girl with the pearl earring. You can tell that I've copied and pasted this, haha. So you're going to do the dance class with the form, and here we're going to go ahead and look at the form in just a second. I've provided for you 2 reading resources that if you are interested in reading about the painting versus watching the video, and there's also a video as well. In the worksheet, I am looking for the following items: the title, the artist, the date of creation of the painting, the location, as in where is it currently located, if it's in a museum or in a private auction. The medium. The medium is what was used to create the work of art. The period, like for example, was it created during the Impressionism period or the Cubism period? I'm also looking for you to describe, analyze, interpret, and judge or evaluate the works of art. Another thing from Mr. Guthrie is that unfortunately, I've been saying I can't do any extensions of deadlines, but what's going to happen is I will just deduct the 1% for every day late, and I'm going to leave the assignments open until the very last week of school, so that way if you do fall behind, none of the assignments will lock and you'll be able to post anything regardless if it's late or not. So the artist that we're looking at today is a French artist. His name is Degas. It looks like his name is spelled Degas, but it's French, so they don't put an emphasis on the S at the end, so Degas. He was a French artist, and he was really famous for his pastel drawings, his oil paintings, specifically of ballerinas. He was more than just a painter, though. He did drawings, he did printmaking, he did sculptures, and he identified really with the subject of dance because he was entranced or entrapped by movement and the ability to see movement in dancers and their skirts, and he just thought that it was such a beautiful thing. This is the form I was telling you about, the art critique. You do not have to print this out. You can type right on it, you can type onto a text box, you can type into a Word box, either is fine. I will always do my best to put accurate information into the text box, but do yourself a favor, go ahead and Google search the title and the artist, the dance class. Look on the right hand side. It says the artist, the location, the day it was created, the painting period, the genre. If I look at the top, I can see that it's located at the Met, which is short for the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I can see the medium was oil paint, and I can see his name. Go ahead and fill all that information in. As much as I know you'd all super benefit from me doing all of the work for you, I'm not going to do all of the work for you. So I want you to go ahead and look at the painting, describe what do you see. Clearly there are ballerinas here. You can see that they're in some sort of dance class. You can see that they've all dressed differently because they all have different bows. There's a man in the center of the room. The colors are soft, neutral palette colors. It appears as though there's people in the background. Maybe it's their parents that are watching them. There's a giant mirror, and we can tell not only from the title, but we can see from their attire that they're ballerinas in a dance class. So looking at the painting, I can tell that there is the wood tiles or planks. It appears as though they are getting smaller as they go towards the back of the room. This is actually 1-point perspective. So the artist Degas is using foreshortening to create the optical illusion that things are getting smaller as they head towards the back. So we could say that for the analysis that he's using lines in the tiles to create distance, which is also creating perspective. Also with the ballerinas, I can sense the element of design is movement. So I could say that the artist used line, color, and you can see that there's different values like in the tulle of their skirts that creates this sense of movement. So for the next 2 parts on the worksheet, it says to create an interpretation. It's asking, what is this artwork about? Clearly we can see and tell that the artist Edgar Degas was attempting to capture what a dance class really looked like, the hustle and bustle of it all, to see the dancers interacting with one another, their parents watching, the instructor or the teacher giving feedback or having them to create a beautiful work of art or dance. But I need you to I need you to rephrase that in your own words. I've included a video in all of the bell works, and it's a good idea for you to watch that video for you to come up with your own interpretation and to rewrite that in your own words. The last part is judgment. Do you like the artwork? Why or why not? What was successful and what could have been improved? Again, this is something that you have to do. I cannot do this for you. Personally, I love the artwork. I think it's absolutely beautiful. If you've never danced before, it really takes a lot of dedication and skill. You really work your body in ways that you didn't know was possible. And I think that he was really successful at showing movement, especially in the soft details of the light without making it look too harsh and almost giving a sense of realism without painting those lines and making them look super, super real. Could it have been improved? I mean, we all can go back to our artwork and change things, and I'm sure he probably thought that later and after the fact, but that's something that you have to write in your own interpretation. I hope this video helps you. If you still need assistance after this, please reach out to me. Remember that you can write it on the text box. You can bullet point this in a Word document, or you can print out the paper or write directly on the paper, or even write in your sketchbook and then take a picture and upload that copy. Thanks again. Have a good day.